Hey guys, it's Kristen, and I thought I would jump on here today and talk a little bit about meditation, like maybe what I do, just some tips and tricks, because I feel like we're so many times people are like, just meditate, oh, just meditate, just sit and think about nothing and just sit and be, which is great, but it takes time and it takes practice to get to that. It takes practice. It's not like you just sit down and not think about anything and you just turn your thoughts off and nothing happens, like for nothingness. So for me, I like to sit like the tone, and it doesn't have to, you don't have to have your own room, you don't have to have, it could be a certain chair, but I do feel like picking a specific place for meditation in your home, and it can even be the bathroom. It doesn't have to, I promise, it does not have to be anywhere fancy. Just picking a space that you like, maybe light a candle, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can just be a plain white candle, I think these were like $1. You can get them for like $1 at the dollar store, or like a whole package. But it doesn't have to be anything fancy. The reason you pick one spot though is so that your brain starts to learn, okay, it's time to meditate. We're sitting in our chair, we're sitting on our yoga mat, whatever it is that you decide you can replicate daily, or start out weekly, start out every other day, whatever is going to work for you. But the whole idea of having a specific place and a specific routine is so that your brain learns, like, okay, we're going to be calm right now. And then of course, like 3 big deep breaths in before, like at the beginning of the meditation, just helps calm your parasympathetic system down and just helps you get in a more relaxed state. Because we live in this like information all the time, always on our cell phones, always wanting more and more and more, which is great and it's wonderful to be in that time, but it's also can be overstimulating for your brain, and it can make it hard for us to shut our brains off at night to sleep. So getting in a good meditation practice, starting out 5 minutes a day, where you just take 5 minutes and you just sit and close your eyes. Or if you struggle with even doing that, start with a walking meditation where you just go out and you turn your phone on do not disturb and you go for a walk, and you just don't listen to music, you don't listen to podcasts, you just walk, where you're just walking. Or coloring is another good one. People like to color. That's very meditative. It's just something where your brain kind of shuts off and you're just focusing on the task at hand. So like if you're into running and working out and that's your meditation, where you just focus on that and you think of nothing else, and you get done and you feel more relaxed, that's your meditation. It doesn't have to be sitting like Buddha in the lotus position with your fingers in a certain position. It can simply just sitting for 5 minutes. Set your timer on your phone for 5 minutes, and if a thought pops in your head, don't be like dwelling on it. I used to do that. I still sometimes do that, like, okay, I need to be meditating, but what are we gonna have for dinner? Or I need to go to the store and get this. Like, just let those thoughts come in through your brain and out the other side, and just work on slowly building up to longer periods of time. But I really think I really think it's just a good practice, and I know I feel better when I do it. There's lots of good guided meditations that are free on YouTube, or just find one that works for you, because some people are more tactile. I have clients that tell me like, well, I struggle because I have a hard time imagining what they want me to imagine. So then find one that talks about tactile stuff, like feeling. What does the earth feel like? What do you smell? And what, instead of what do you see? Because some people have a hard time like visualizing. I know sometimes I did have a hard time like, what beach, where's it supposed to be? Like, what beach supposed to look like? And sometimes they'll be like, just imagine yourself in nature. And so it literally does not have to be complicated, and you don't really have to overthink it. It can just be as calm as like, you sit down, and comfort is a big one. Comfort, you can sit on the ground, you can sit outside, you can be in a chair with your feet flat on the floor, just somewhere where you're gonna be comfortable, or do a guided meditation. And you can do it in your bed, and if you fall asleep, cool, you get an extra little nap, as long, So guided meditations before bed are great because they do help some people turn their brains off and relax. So don't think meditation has to look one way. But I do encourage you, if you are going to do a meditation where you sit and do the more, I guess, traditional meditation, what people think of meditation of sitting, I do encourage you to pick the same location in your home, just so your brain starts to learn, okay, we're going to meditate now. It's time to like shut off the intrusive thoughts and rework, and just time to relax. And you'll look forward to it. You'll notice there'll be times when you're like, okay, I think I need to go meditate. And you might get messages, you might get nothing. And there's no right or wrong way to do it. And that's what you have to remember. There's absolutely no right or wrong way to meditate. You just have to find what works for you. And what works for you right now might not work next week, or it might not work a month from now. So you just have to give yourself a little grace and know that we're all learning this together. So don't ever feel like you're doing it wrong because you have a hard time with thoughts popping in your head, because that's normal. We're human. We live in a busy, bustling society that a lot of people think you have to be constantly grinding, you constantly working, work hard, play hard. Something I've learned since having my son is like, I can still work and play, and it doesn't have to be this work. I can take days off and just enjoy time with him. I know not everyone has that luxury of being able to do that time with their kids, and so I feel very blessed that I get that. But you get vacation days from work, take them. Don't work yourself to the grave, because most jobs are will replace you tomorrow if you're gone. And so just remember that, like, live your life with passion. And I've kind of gotten off the subject of meditation, but it's something I'm passionate about, is like, just live your life for yourself and what makes you happy, and stop living for what society thinks you need to do. And if you want to wear a swimsuit, wear a swimsuit. If you want to wear shorts, wear shorts. Life's too short to live any way but happy. So I hope that this video finds you well. If you want help finding a guided meditation for you, or you need a custom one, or you're just struggling to find something that works for you, feel free to message me and I can help you find something. We can do a custom private guided meditation for you. So just something that works for you, that's specific to you. So I hope you have a beautiful day. It is June 21st here, the first day of the summer solstice, and the sun's finally starting to peek out. It was pretty stormy last night, and earlier today it was pretty cloudy, but I think it's going to turn out to be a sunny afternoon, so hopefully we'll get out and play. And I do have some clients later this afternoon, but I am looking forward to having the evening with my family. So hope you have a beautiful day.